Hello student, welcome to digital classes. This video is for class 8. Subject is maths and the chapter number 3 square and square root. And the chapter number 3 square and square root. The subject is maths. Class 8. Today I am starting the new chapter, going to start a new chapter, square and square root. This is the chapter number 3. So let us start the chapter 3, square and square root. So first I tell you what is square. Or I think everyone know about the square. What is the square? Square means the product of number and the product of number with the number itself. With the number itself. For example, if we find a square of 8, means 8 times 8 is 64. So it's very easy, means the square is not very difficult. You just find the product of the number with the number itself. You get the square of any number, means square of 12, then 12 times 12 is equal to 144. So the square is very easy, but I want everyone learn this is basically a homework or a part of chapter. Learn and write square of 2 to 30. You have to write from 2 to 30, the square of 2 to 30. And there now I tell you, there is the method to find out the square also. There is so many ways then how we multiply. Like before, we suppose 37 times 37, so we can use a method. This is not in a book, I just tell you. Just make this. You have to write 37 here, then 37 here, make a diagonal, and then you have to write the numbers. 3 7s are 21, 3 3s are 9, you have to write 0 9. Now 7 7s are 49, then 7 3s are 21, and you can add this number. Like here is 9, 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 6, and then 9 plus 2 plus 2. So 9 plus 4 is 13. So you have to write 3 here and 1 carry over here. Then this is 3. So 37 square is equal to 1369. This is a way, and there is so many ways, and the simplest way is 37 times 37. You can multiply by this also, and there is another way also. Then you can use the identity of algebra also. I think you learned a plus b, so you can 37 square, which is equal to 40 minus 3 whole square. Then you can use the identity of a minus b whole square, which is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. So it will be 40 square plus 3 square minus 2 times 40 into 3. It will be 1600 plus 9 minus 20 to 40. So this is 609, and you can reduce to 40. So it will be 9, then carry over 10 6, and this is 5 3 1. So it will be 1369, and the answer is same. So there is so many method to find out the product. So So this is just a multiplication. You can, this is a method, this is little easier method to this 37 and 37. If you have a bigger number, then if you know the tables, then it will be more easy for you. Calculation, this is a part of calculation basically. If your calculation is strong, means you know the table little fast. Then if you know the table, then you can calculate the answer very fast. Okay, and if you want to improve your calculation, you can start calculating numbers when you are free. Then it will also help you to increase your time of calculation, means you can take less time to calculate bigger numbers also. Now now the second thing, how to check the number is perfect square or not. The easiest way is prime factorization. Prime factorization method. This is the easiest way, and now let us see. I will show you with one example. I will show it. Everyone open the, if you want to check in book, you can check the page number 41. This is the example number 1. Example number 1 is 196 is a perfect square. Is 196 a perfect square number? So you can use the prime factorization method. 196, 2 9s are 18, 2 8s are 2, 4, 9, then 7, 7, 7, 1. It means that 196 is equal to 2 times 2, then 7 times 7. Means it is a perfect square number. So the answer is yes, 196 is a perfect square number. So this is how we check the number is perfect or not, by using the prime factorization method. There is another example. Now the example number 2 is show that 1764 means 1764 is a perfect square. Find the number whose square is 1764. So you can do the calculation, you can do prime factorization, and then you are able to find the number is perfect square or not. If the number is perfect square, then you can easily find out the square root of that number. So if you are feeling or finding any problem, you can ask within a class also. Now, in the first exercise 3A, this is the only thing you can check the number is perfect square or not. Or if, suppose, let us take one more example to understand it better. So we can take an example, example number 3. Example number 3. See, I don't solve the example number 4 and 5. Better I use a question from the exercise. Then it will be more easier to you. Now the question is, show that 6292 is a perfect square. Show that, the question is, show that 6292 means 6292 is not a perfect square. is not a perfect square, then how do we solve this? We can do the prime factorization. This is the only way to check the number is perfect or not. After this exercise there is another way, but this is the now for this exercise we can use the prime factorization to check, prime factorization method to check the number is perfect square or not. So we can just do the calculation with 2. If we do with 2, it's 3, 1, 4 and 6. Then we start with 2. Again it's 1, 5, 7, 3. Then see, 7 plus 1, 8 and 5 plus 3, 8. So it will be divisible with 11. It's 1. Now it's 47. So it will be 4 and then 3. 143 and 43. See again 1 plus 3 is 4 and 4 minus 4. So again this number is divisible by 11. It will be 1 and then 3. So 13. It means, so the prime factorization for 6292 is 2 times 2 and 11 times 11 times 13. So this is a pairing number, but this is not a pairing number. So therefore 6292 is not a perfect square number. Now I think it's clear. So in exercise 3a, question number 1 is using the prime factorization method, find which of the following number are perfect square. Second question, show that each of the following number is a perfect square. In each case, find the number whose square is the given number. In first question, you have to find, you have to check the number is perfect square or not. And in question number 2, you have to find out the square root of that number, or you have to find that number whose square is the given number in the question. But the question number 3 is little different. Now let us start question number 3. Now this is the exercise 3a and question number 3. By what least number should the given number be multiplied to get a perfect square number? In each case, find the number whose square is the new number. So let us start with the first question. This is 3675. So this is given that this is not a perfect square. We have to find out the number. Which must be multiplied to get a perfect square number. So again we have to do the prime factorization. So the prime factorization for 3675 is equal to we write 3 at the last. First 5 into 5, then 7 into 7, then 3. So the question is, by what least number should the given number be multiplied to get a perfect square number? The least number is equal to 3. Therefore 3675 multiplied by 3, which is equal to, or if you want to write, then 3675 multiplied by 3, 3 5s are 15, 1 carry, 21, 22 to 18, 22, 9 to 11. So it will be, the number will be this. And if we find the square root of this number, square root of this number means first there is two parts in the question. By what least number should be given number be multiplied to get a perfect square number? The least number is 3. Now we multiply the given number by 3, we get 11,025. And the second part of the question, in each cases find the number whose square is the new number. So we have to find the number also. So we just write 5 times 5, 7 times 7, 3, and we multiply 3 also here. So we can include 3 here. Then take out the numbers. Out of 2, 1. So it will be 7 3s are 21 and 21 5s are 105. So there is two part. First is this and second is this. So now this question is complete. I explain one more time. You have to do the same process. First, the question, you have to find the least number, what must be multiplied to the given number to become a perfect square. And the second, you have to find the square number of the number obtained after multiplying the least number. So 3675. So first we prime factorize the 3675. This is the prime factorization of 3675. So 3675 is equal to 5 times 5 times 7 times 7 times 3. Now 3 is not in a pair. See, 5 and 7 is in pairs. 5 and 7 is in pair, but 3 is not in pair. So the least number is 3. 3 is the number which must be multiplied to the given number to make the number perfect square. So least number is 3. Then 3675 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 11,025. Then we have to find the new number. The square whose find the number whose square is the new number. Means the new number is 11,025, and we have to find the number its square is 11,025. So we know that we don't do again prime factorization. We know we just include 3 in this. So we write same 5 times 5, 7 times 7 and 3 times 3. And then take out the common out of 2, because this is a square root sign. So out of 2, 5, 1 come out from the square sign, so square root sign, then 7, then 3. Just we multiply this 5 times 7 times 3. So 7 3s are 21 and 21 5s are 105. So if we find the square of 105, we get this number. So this is the solution, and each and every question in third part, each and every question have to do the same. And rest after this, if anyone has anyone has problem, they can ask within a class. Now I will tell you the next fourth question. One question from the fourth, because these are the very easiest question and you can use your calculation. So you can do, and if you are finding problem or you are not able if you are not able to understand through this video, you can ask within a class also. This video supports you to do your work fast, so don't worry about that. Now the question number 4. The question is, by what least number should the given number be divided to get a perfect square number? Means in the third question, a given number be multiplied to get a, and in the fourth question, given number be divide. So let us see the question number first, 4 and part 1. It's 1575. Process is same. You can find out the prime factorization, the prime vectors. So sorry, not by 2, it's by 5. Or you can do with I think 3 also, but you start with 5, it's easier to you. 5 3s are 15, then 5 1s are, and then 5. Then 5 again, 5 6s are, 5 3s are. Then 3, it become 2 1. Then 3, it becomes 7. Then 7 1. Now the prime factors of 1575. We have to write like this is equal to 5 times 5, 3 times 3, the 7. 5 is in pair, 3 is in pair, but 7, so the least, therefore the least number is equal to 7. So 1575 divided by 7. You can divide this number by 7. 1575 with 7. 7 2s are 14, 1 carry, this 2 again, this is 14, 35, 5. So the number is 225. 225. Now see, here we divide, we can exclude this 7. Now we obtain a new number, that is 225. So under root of 225 is equal to under root of 5 times 5 times 3 times 3. So we take out the number from the group of 2. So it's 5 3s are 5 and 3. So 5 3s are 15. So first answer is here and the second answer is here. Now I repeat the question. By what least number should the given number be divided to get a perfect square number? In each case, find the number whose square is the new number. So number is 1575. You can find out the prime factor through the prime factorization method. Then you have to write the factors, like 1575 is equal to 5 times 5 times 3 times 3 times 7. Now the 7 is not in pair, so the least number is 7, and your given number must be multiplied with 7 to become a perfect square number. So 1575 divided by 7, it becomes 225. So under root of 225, don't do the prime factorization again, you just take out from here 5 times 5 and 3 times 3. We exclude 7 from here because we just divide 7, the given number. So it will be 5 times 3, which is equal to 15. So this is how we do the question number 4, and all questions are same.